Hi everyone, how are you doing this morning? I'm going to be up front. This is a retake. There was a little bit of issue with the first part of my video, and I just couldn't do it. So anyway, we are getting started to put plants in jugs for outside. And I might do some downstairs in jugs to take outside in a couple weeks or so. But we are going to plant in jugs, and that part of the video didn't get ruined. But plain crossbus, Rudbeckia cherry brandy. We did some more milk seed in jugs, and we're going to do the Buddleia butterfly and the echinacea green twister, which is a very fun bloom, a very fun plant. But what was really important that I wanted you to see is my Lisianthus are starting to break ground, and it's so exciting. I went ahead and I tagged these on when I planted them and when they began to sprout. I did these on December 28th, 29th, and then they sprouted just on the 17th of January. But these are the ones that I thought I had put down too deep. So, looky here. I hope you can see. There's a little tiny one there, a little tiny one there, and there, and so it's just about time to take off the covers. I'm going to leave the covers on with the holes open for a little longer. I'm trying to get them all to sprout. And from yesterday, they have sprouted double or maybe even triple. Because here's one there and another one right here. And there is one there. A little tiny one there. This is so exciting, guys. It really is. I'm just so thrilled that these are making it up above ground. And there's one there. And there's one. Some of them are so light you can barely see them. But the vermiculite is doing very well in keeping it moist and the algae off of it. And then these, I seeded these on January 6th. I'm pretty sure it was the 6th and not the 9th. I thought it was either the 6th or the 9th, but I'm pretty sure it was the 6th. And these sprouted on 1/17. And these are the ones that I just laid on top of the dirt, and then I put the vermiculite over it. But there's one. There are several sprouts up. I am excited because sometimes the vermiculite and them colored lights kind of throw off. There are two in this one. And I thought I seen another one, but it might have been the lights. I don't dare rub my fingers over the top of these because they're very tiny. But anyway, they are sprouting. And that's all I can see for now. I thought that there was a couple more. But yeah, they are sprouting. Let's now the challenge will be if I can keep them alive. You know, it's one thing for them to sprout, but they are a pretty delicate plant. So keeping them alive will also be a challenge. But yay, that is so much a win for me. I'm just so happy. And I put the onions and the tomatoes down here. They're not ready to sprout yet. I'd be surprised if they were, but not yet. That was the main thing that I had showed in that video, was the Lisianthus is coming up. It's breaking dirt and it's coming up. So I'm very happy about that. I'm not holding my breath anymore. But that was the main thing that I was telling you about in the first part of the video that I messed up on, and planting in jugs. Anyway, I wanted to get started. I'm doing some containers. I've done this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Not to this extent, but I've just been collecting my jugs and this year, and so. But what you do is just kind of in the middle, right here by the handle, and you cut it just there and leave that corner uncut. You want to be able to flip it back. And it flips up like that. And you put your dirt in here, your moist dirt, which I'm working on my dirt, getting it mixed up. And I put about 4 holes in it. Is good, is really the best. And if it ever needs watered, this hole right here, that's where you water your plants from. Okay, it gets a little sturdier with, see, that's pretty good. I'm going to put some dirt in there. And that one is ready to be planted or seeded. Okay, here we go. Okay everyone, that's how you start it. And then when I start putting seeds in them, I will put on there what it is, and I'll also put a marker on the inside, because sometimes a rain, if you get enough rain or wet, you know, harsh weather, it's gonna fade and you might not be able to know what it is. And so I'll put a tag on the inside as well on the outside. So Okay, let's get started. So let's do some Rudbeckia and the Bolea butterfly. I'm going to try. How many seeds are this? I have 50 seeds, so that way if something happens, and I'm going to do the milk seed. So let's do a pack of Rudbeckia. I'm going to wait until, and I'm going to do a Corospis too. I'm going to save the Snapdragons for maybe next month, because from what I see, it's better to do it a little later, because we're in January right now, almost February, and I don't know if we're going to have a winter or not, but that's all right. Let's put a few of these seeds. I'm going to put this one in here. Just kind of throw them on top. Uh-oh, there went a seed. Got stuck to my hand. Oh, I need a little thing of water, just to kind of water them in. Got my handy little sprayer here. All right, I need a label. Because milk seed needs a cold period, even if you wait until summer, or wait until spring, it needs a cold period. So if you don't get it outside if you don't get it planted in the fall or in the winter before you have some cold, because right now we haven't had much of any cold except for a couple weeks in October and a couple weeks in maybe November. But just a couple cold snaps we've had, and they lasted for about a week. So we're waiting on winter here in Kansas. And I will put tape around this. I'll probably use some sort of duct tape or maybe packing tape. Sometimes I use too. So that's got to be taped. That has to be taped. And let's do, I still have milkweed seed. Let's do Bolea butterfly bush. mRNA container. Ooh, look at the little, oh my goodness. Look at the little tiny seed. It's a cool little container they have it in. It snaps off like that. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to try them in a thin one because I'm just going to put a couple in there. I want to see if it will grow. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. Don't want to do that many. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it over here, over it. I don't know how many seeds I have. A few. And I'll spray it in. And that one will have to be taped. Oh, I better put a marker on it. go. Okay, now that's ready to be taped. Let's see what else we have. Okay, let's do Rebecca. Packet of 10 seeds. I'll do this in the bigger pot. Okay. Them are tiny, tiny as well. They're just little tiny, tiny, tiny. And most perennials or reseeders, I don't know, this is a perennial in our place, but a lot of them reseed and grow up next to each other. I'm going to put these all in here. I know there's 2 more in there. I'm just going to do one of those. There's one left. Going for that last little seed. There we go. Okay. And then I have one packet in case they don't work out very well. Because you just never know. Usually I've had no trouble with growing stuff in these. So, okay. Okay, let me make sure I spell that correctly. Cherry brandy. That should be so pretty. Ah, hope I can read that. And that one, I'll spray it down. It's raining outside, so this may get a little bit of rainwater too. Alright, plain Coreospis bachelor button. These are from my garden, so I'm anxious to see how my pickings have gone. Oh, these are the little ones. These are so cute. So cute. And I just put the whole, this is what I do when I pick stuff from along the highway, is I just, I'll get that because it got wet, is I just pick it up and I stick it in, I just throw it in the garden actually. I just throw it in, and sometimes it wouldn't grow that same year, but it would grow the next year. So okay. I was thinking of my tick seed, the bigger Coreospis. I love that too. It stays, it blooms and blooms. As long as you keep cutting it, it'll keep blooming. So, alright. I'm going to put these all together. Cover it up because otherwise I'll think it's growing when it's not. Okay, there we go. And that one needs to be taped. And it says this echinacea is green twister cone flower. Packet of 8 to 10 seeds. Well, I'm going to try a couple. This was so interesting. The green twister, it was just different. So different, and I thought it was so cool. So I'm going to stick a couple into here. Don't cover it too much, just a little bit. Okay. Let's see what they do. And you know what? I should put the dates on here. That way we know. And if it doesn't work out, then next year we'll do things differently. I seen this flower last year and I thought, I gotta have one of those. They're just so off the beaten path. It's so, they just crazy looking, you know. Pretty cool looking. So those I have planted. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only to go outside. But I may do some onion too outside. We'll try it outside. I've got it here underneath the thing, but I may do more. I've been reading up on the onion, and I think I need to get a couple more different ones that actually last longer, just regular onions. But I do want to do them from seed because I think it's better. It seems to, what people say about it is better than the sets, because actually the set has already grown an onion and it just regrew, and so it's working harder to make seeds than it is making another onion. I didn't realize that. Maybe that's why I've had such a problem with them growing in my garden. For one, the torrential rains don't help. And two, sometimes they just don't grow. They just rot. They'll just sit there and sit there and sit there, won't grow and rot. So I'm doing things from seed. I'm making onions from seed this year. I'm going to see how that works out. I think it should work out much better. So, anyway, that's kind of all I have today. Unless you want to go see my Lisianthus is starting to grow. I'm so happy about that. This is just a win for me. All the work I put into setting up this room and stuff, and to share with you. It's been so much fun. I'm just so excited that something like that is actually growing in our house. Yes, they're going to be so pretty, and I just hope that they grow and do well. I'm you know, because sometimes these real delicate plants, because Lisianthus is kind of a delicate plant, if you do a little something wrong, they're like, and they're gone. So it's like, I just hope I can keep them alive pretty well. So they are still moist. The dirt feels moist and looks moist. It's all good. The vermiculite is doing a good job keeping the moisture retention in. So I'm very happy, really happy today. You all, I appreciate you all so very much for your comments and your subscribing and watching my videos. It really tugs at my heart. I really appreciate it, and I just want to thank you all so very much. And it's going to be an exciting year. I'm going to put some things in my garden that I have never grown before, and maybe you have, but I haven't. And I started last year with the ranunculus and the dahlias, and I love both of those, so I'm redoing those again, and just some new things, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So hang in there, and I appreciate you all, and thank you so very much for watching. Bye-bye. Have a great day.